Okay, so we are going live on YouTube. This is so good. Zoom has made our lives so easy. Okay, just one moment. Yeah, perfect. Just one more minute to go. I think all the other role players are in. No,
I'll join.
join. Okay. So after your sergeant at arms thing is done, then you can hand it over to presiding officer, which is for today me. Okay, so then I'll introduce you. Oh yeah, headset one is here. So I'll put this. Oh, it's okay. You can use this. I'll not use this thing. Huh. Pravat sir, you're not audible. You're on mute. Hmm. Yes, Rajeshwari ma'am, you can start.
My name is Dr. Rajeshwari and I will be the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all to the first meeting of the last of this month, the Speak Magic's Toastmasters Club. And before starting the meeting, I would like to mention 3 ground rules which we all follow in our Toastmasters meetings. Please turn off your mobile phones and put them on silent mode. As Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics, so please refrain from discussing these topics and please do not cross talk. Now, as our meetings are happening online because of this pandemic, so the ground rules will be mentioned as the Toastmasters. As Toastmasters, we don't talk about the politics, sex, and religion. So please refrain from talking on these topics. And please turn off your video if you are stepping out of the meeting. That's all for today. And over to Toastmaster Dr. Suryadeep.
Okay, let's give it up for our phenomenal Sergeant at Arms, acting Sergeant at Arms for today, Toastmaster Dr. Rajeshwari Rapata. Now it's all amazing because she's the newly elected Sergeant at Arms, which means from every meeting from now on, we are going to begin our meetings with a lot of glamour, with that magical smile. Obviously, the magic that she always brings. Amazing. Okay, good evening. 161. That's the magical number that today we are meeting on, meeting number 161. And first of all, here's the thing about Toastmasters. I remember the very first time when I attended the meeting. It was just a year back. And one of the members of this particular club was presenting their speeches. The stalwarts were here. Everybody were taking their roles and playing them to perfection, which was even beautiful. The beautiful relationship that started from then onwards has actually transcended beyond borders. And right now, Speak Magic Toastmasters Club is proud to have members from all across the country. That's the magic that this particular club has. Now, what is the Toastmasters International? It's a volunteering organization which was started by Rolf C. Smedley. The whole objective for creating this particular club, the whole Toastmasters, was to give people an opportunity, a platform to focus and really master their public speaking skills, leadership skills, and networking skills. And from that one club, which just had 6 members, the Toastmasters has ended up creating so many clubs all across the planet, across 184 countries, more than 3.5 lakh members all across the planet. And Speak Magic Toastmasters Club happens to be one of them. Now, what is so special about Speak Magic? Well, I may just deviate the topic from this Toastmasters a little bit. Speak Magic includes 2 different families. First is Speak and Grow. We speak, we grow. And then Speak Magic, that's the name of our club, which means whenever we speak, we always uphold magic. This is the club from the one. We are not a very big club as such. We're not a super corporate or any of that. Yet this is the club that produces champions year in and year out. And today, as a presiding officer, I am super, super proud to announce that this club in the entire district has produced its second TEDx speaker yesterday. So who is that very special person? Well, she is someone for whom I am presently breathing as well as losing a breath at times. It's not just because she's beautiful or she's my mentor, she's my business partner turned life partner. What she has brought in this particular club over the past 1 year talks about the magic, is just being the embodiment of her name, being true to that name. Presenting our Toastmaster of the evening. Now, the Toastmaster of the evening, her role is obviously to guide you through this entire meeting. The beauty of it is that we have a very, very special, I mean, that very special person today itself happens to be the club's second TEDx speaker. And everything has just happened within the last 3 to 4 months. One club, 2 TEDx speakers. And guess what? The club is just going to produce more and more TEDx speakers in the months to come. I'm pretty sure that's where we are headed together as a Speak Magic family. So without further ado, let's welcome with a thunderous round of applause the very delightful, the very magical, our Vice President Education of Speak Magic Toastmasters, Toastmaster Yogeshwari Sukumaran, as the Toastmaster of the evening. Professor Yogi, the virtual podium is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suryadeep. Let's give a round of applause for our always energetic acting presiding officer. So in today's meeting, I am really pumped up to share something very special with you. Just 24 hours ago, I got this big title. And I'm going to share the journey of that title with you all today, because I know everyone here deserves it. So let's make Speak Magic to stand on that red carpet. Let's make every member of Speak Magic to get that title and enjoy that the legacy of standing in that red dot. Before we begin, let me walk you through the meeting process or the agenda. As to be on any stage, there are 3 steps. Number 1, you have to be aware of what it is. Number 2, you have to upskill yourself to be there. Number 3, you have to approach and be there. So the same way, Toastmasters is divided into 3 categories. The first is the prepared speech, which is, in fact, if you wanted to be on that red dot, you have to prepare yourself first. So the same way, Toastmaster has a prepared speech. Number 2 is impromptu or the table topics, where a table topic master will come, he or she will take over and give us topics. Here, to stand on that red dot, you have to prepare and be on your toes, upskilling yourself to face anything that comes to you. You will never know when the opportunity knocks your door. That's what happened to me. So Toastmaster teaches us through table topics that you will get opportunities like at the time which you never expect. Be ready for that. Number 3 is evaluation. Once after you have reached that place and achieved whatever you wanted, look back and evaluate yourself. That's what happened to me yesterday. So with these 3 things, let me ask you one question. How many of you really wanted to stand there one day, the red carpet, the TEDx stage, having the title TEDx speaker? How many of you? Yes, I could see Beena ma'am's hand going up. Okay, I could see already a TEDx speaker wanted to become a TEDx speaker again. Satyanarayanan sir, Nabamita ma'am, who is an aspiring TEDx speaker. I am seeing her journey every day in and day out. Yeah, Pravat sir, great. I will literally tell you every single step that I took to be there. And if you follow that, I'm sure very soon it's your turn. And I will be sitting and cheering you up. Yes. So in order to do that, let's invite our general evaluator of the day, who will be critically analyzing the entire meeting and who will be giving us reports. This one particular role is helping us to grow from every single mistake that we do. So let's give a round of applause for our general evaluator, who is a amazing Tedx speaker, who is training a lot of people, who is my mentor, whatever the magic that you have seen yesterday. If you have seen a different person altogether yesterday in the Tedx stage, it's because of this man. So I wanted to give him a shout out, and I wanted to welcome him to evaluate the 161st meeting of Speak Magic Toastmasters Club. Let's give him a round of applause. Okay. So let me invite Dr. Suryadeep Majumdar. So I didn't mention the name because we all know that. Okay, so let's welcome Dr. Suryadeep Majumdar to evaluate.
Amazing. Let's give the round of applause going for Toastmaster Yogeshwari. Okay, this is good. So before I talk about the general evaluation, I think a very important point that I missed out on, which is again unfair, that is the guest introduction. So we have a lot of guests with us today, and I would just like to very briefly ask you, of course, we know your name and we want to know what is the meaning of your name. And what is that one critical thing you want to take out of this particular meeting? Okay, so let's start with guest Shantanu. Shantanu sir, could you kindly bless us with a few insights about yourself?
Hey, good evening, and thank you for having me here. So I'm a Toastmaster from Elite Toastmasters Club, and I've seen you there also. And okay, my name comes from Mahabharata. It's Shantanu was a king, and what I want to get out of this meeting is I want to learn something from different Speak Magic Club, and take it and implement it in my life. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Let's give it up for Toastmaster Shantanu. He's from my previous home. Okay, so we are looking forward to hosting you, maybe as a speaker and literally give you more roles. I mean, we would love to have you in our club as a role player, definitely the next time. So I'm going to probably get in touch with you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shantanu. Okay, so next we have Anmol Dubey. So guest Anmol, can you just give us a brief insight about yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Anmol. And as the name says, the meaning of the name Anmol is priceless, right? Which don't have any kind of price. And I have joined this group recently, and I am working as a software engineer by profession. And yeah, that's it.
Amazing. Let's give it up for Anmol, everybody. You have to stay tuned because we're going to give you a table topic and we're really looking forward to hearing from you more. Okay, let's bring up Sanket. Sanket, we did hear from you, but we would want to actually hear from you a little bit about yourself, please.
Yes. Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Sanket, and the literal meaning of Sanket is basically a kind of a signal. I'm not sure much details about it. Yeah, so I was been part of the Toastmasters Club in my previous organization, so that was a company sponsored. Yeah, and looking forward to learn.
Amazing. We have previous Toastmasters joining in. Amazing, Sanket, ex-Toastmaster Sanket. We are really looking forward to having you as a table topic speaker. So stay tuned for that. Super blessed to have you. Okay, we have guest Jayesh. So Jayesh, sir, could you kindly give us a briefing about yourself? Yes.
Hi, my name is Jayesh Sompura, and the meaning of my name Jayesh is Victor. Basically, I'm a Victor, and I'm a VP membership at BKC Fireflies Toastmaster Club, Mumbai. And I've been hearing about you Mr. Majumdar, through YouTube channel, through Pravin Varalkar's videos and all those things. So I really like the way you speak and the way you function. So I thought I'll just get in touch with you and join this meeting today. Thank you for that.
Amazing. Thank you so much. You actually made my day, Jayesh, sir. So let's give it up for Toastmaster Jayesh. I think we are going to be giving you a table topic for sure. I mean, we're not letting you go so easily. Okay. So looking forward to it, sir. And please do enjoy the meeting. Okay. Vandana ma'am is telling us that she's going to be a passive listener. Throat infection. Not fair, ma'am. At least you have to come up and share the meaning of your name so that we all can get to know you a little bit. Vandana ma'am, if that's okay with you. Okay, never mind. No, not a problem at all. But it's great to have you. Vandana ma'am is from the club where I am coaching. So it's brilliant. Okay, now coming to straight away the general evaluator's role. Now, every Toastmasters meeting consists of a purpose to learn, a purpose to grow, a purpose to become better. And how can we really make the most of it? Obviously, by going through evaluations. But here's my role. I don't believe in learning. I believe in playing, and I'm literally going to play with you today. Yeah, that sounds weird, but I am going to do that. The P is I'm going to acknowledge your performance, presentation, preparation. That's the whole thing that I'm going to evaluate every single role player, every single time that you speak. The L, I'm going to laud you for all the good things, for the areas that you may want to improve. The A, we obviously know that we have these apparent and gross pointers that we want to work on. I'm going to be highlighting more on that during my evaluation. And of course, the why, guess what? We are all here because of you. You are the most important person in this meeting right now. So we are going to be making sure that you get the most value out of yourself just by being in this meeting. That's the role of a general evaluator. Whew. Too burdening. I mean, I can literally feel the pressure in my shoulders. And that's why my club and my dear VP has blessed me with a phenomenal team to help me out with this cumbersome task. Oof. I would want to welcome the tag team, the tag meaning, the timer, R counter, and grammarian. Now, as a timer, I want to invite someone very, very special. This legendary soul. He joined our family a few months back. And what he has been consistently doing is participating and taking up roles. He was a little inhibited in the beginning, but right now he's taking up roles after roles. And I was so blessed when today, just a couple of minutes back, he just put it up in the group that I'm available. Please, if there's any role available, I'm going to be taking it. He's recently presented his icebreaker. We're looking forward to having more speeches from him. But as of now, today is the timer. Let's give it up for Toastmaster Pravat. Let's have Toastmaster Pravat on the virtual podium. Sir, could you please explain your role to us?
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to guests as well. So time is the most important element in our life. So this is not working, just pardon me. Time is the most important element in our life. We are living the life in terms of time, and that translates to energy, and that translates to our wealth. So in order to control our wealth and all our resources, we need to take control of our time. So today in this meeting, I will be taking your time, measuring your time, how much time you are taking to complete your speech. So the general speech, I mean, the first speech that is being presented by Dr. Rajeshwari, that will be 5 to 7 minutes. When it is 5 minutes is over, I will be showing the green card. When it is 6 minutes, I will be showing an orange card or yellow card. Or when it is 7 minutes is over, I will be showing the red card. So the speakers are required to complete the speech within 5 to 7 minutes. For the table topics, there are we have you need to complete in 2 minutes. So when 1 minute is over, you will be shown a green card, and at 1 minute and 30 seconds, you will be shown a yellow card, and after completion of 2 minutes, would be shown the red card. So you need to complete the speech preferably within 2 minutes, or maximum by grace period of 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So similarly, the general speech should be completed within 7 minutes itself, or 7 minutes 15 seconds latest. So wish you all the best. With that, over to you, Dr. Sudhir.
Thank you so much. Let's give it up for Toastmaster Pravat, everyone. Just a little corrections. There's always an additional time of 30 seconds on the upper end, whether it's the prepared speeches or the table topics. So you can just be rest assured for that. Okay. Now let's bring up the R counter. What is the role? Let her only explain a little more. Let's bring up Toastmaster Yogeshwari as the R counter. Toastmaster Yogeshwari, could you please bless us with the role?
How many of you were thinking, what is he actually doing? Do we want anyone to think, what is she or he actually doing standing over there? Most of the time when someone speaks, we are so much particular about to get the message. But when a speaker speaks with, I think I know that I'm going to actually share, I think, and what, how many of us will get irritated if a speaker speaks like this? The message is very important and the fillers destroys the message. As a role of the, as an accountant, my role is to take note of every sound that is being used as a filler. For example, conjunctions that is used as a filler, such as because, and, for, so, and so on. Repetitions such as I know, you see, etc. And I will be presenting my report when I am called by the general evaluator by the end of the meeting. Until then, all the best. Use a lot of fillers. I'm there to have a check. Back to you, general evaluator.
Okay, amazing. Let's give it up for Toastmaster Yogeshwari once again. Brilliant. She's going to definitely keep us very strict check on my which I'm sure I've already must have included. Okay. Finally, every Toastmasters meeting, obviously we know we speak in English, but the beauty is if English is the language, then grammar will be the side dish. Wait, I did not put it correctly. Apologies. She's going to include this in the not so good usages of grammar. Let's bring up our grammarian of the evening, the very beautiful, the ever smiling Toastmaster Bina Roy. Let's give it up for her. Please explain the objectives, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator. And hello, everyone. I'm Toastmaster Bina, and I have taken the role of as a grammarian. So before that, I would like to tell you something that I remember when I asked last day to Suryadeep that just tell me like the way you speak, tell me the secret. So he told me that whatever you know, you just keep on speaking. So I think so this should be the first step in our life. Whatever you know, you should speak, keep on speaking. Along with that, the second step is to check our grammar. It is also important because until and unless we will check the grammar, definitely whatever we will speak, we won't be able to correct ourselves because others are going to, check. So I have taken the role of grammarian and it's my responsibility to pay close attention to each and everyone, the speakers, those who will be performing, those who will be speaking, like they will be taking the table topics also. And as a grammarian, my responsibility is to tell the word of the day, and the word of the day is prudent. And the meaning is sensible, careful before making any judgment. And the sentence is, it would be prudent to get some money advice before you invest your money. Another thing is that is treat yourself is the phrase of the day. Sometimes we all work really hard and we achieve, sometimes we don't achieve, but it's a kind of reward. Treat yourself. So I will be presenting the report at the end of the day, and all the best to all the speakers. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you so much. Let's give it up for Toastmaster Bina Roy. She is always super prudent with the way she delivers every single thing. Now, a small little advice Please make sure that you use the word of the day and the phrase of the day. I'm going to also request Bina ma'am to put the word of the day and phrase of the day in the chat so that we all can just keep a check on it. Well, right now, that's all from my side along with the TAC team. Let's hand the session over right now to somebody who's looking a little extra beautiful since she appeared on TEDx. More about the red carpet. Super excited. Toastmaster Yogeshwari, over to you.
Let's give a big round of applause to our general evaluator, come acting president. Okay. What is the first step of reaching the red carpet? Can I get answers from someone? What is the first step? Yes, Satya sir.
Just think that you are going to be there on the red carpet.
Just give me 1 minute. I couldn't hear. Okay, 1 minute. Yes, Satya sir, please repeat.
The first step would be just to think that you are there on the step, on the red carpet.
Brilliant. That's amazing. Okay, so first to have the vision. Have the vision so that you can carve out your legacy. Okay, now, is there any other answer? First, have your vision. Then, yes, Dr. Sudhiri.
Have your story.
Okay, he says, have your story. Great. I'm looking for something more. First, okay, have a vision, have a story, which is very important. Even before, having a vision, okay, you have got a vision. What is next? Yes, Yogendra sir, please.
I think your story should have a message too.
Message. Okay, that's brilliant. That's brilliant because TEDx is all about ideas worth sharing. Correct. So have a vision, have a story, have a message from your story. Any other answers, please? Yes.
Need right plan.
Right plan. Wow. Okay. Someone who is actually planning her upcoming TEDx speech is coming up with right plan. That's amazing. Okay. Yes, Rajeshwari ma'am.
Something unique and valuable of your life, sharing ideas about your life experiences.
Okay, something unique, valuable about your life experience. Yes. So all of our story is a masterpiece because we have been through a lot of things. Obviously, we can find out a lot of unique things to be shared to the world. Amazing. So Bina ma'am, do you want to say something?
I think so. Mindset.
Mindset. Brilliant. Okay, someone who is working on her mind is coming up with mindset. The best part about... Okay, so the best part about sharing an interaction is we will get to know what the other person is doing. Right now, Satya sir said having a vision, which means he is working on his vision. Nabamita ma'am said have a story message, and Yogendra sir said have a message because Yogendra sir, Nabamita ma'am, Bina ma'am, they are working on their way to TEDx. So like they know what is to be. And Bina ma'am said you have to have a mindset because she's working on her mindset. She is I can say mending and molding her mindset to be there. All of these are correct answers. But there is a certain step which have to be followed so that we can reach there without any kind of a hurdle. Obviously, you need to have a vision. First, see yourself as a TEDx speaker. Number 2, you need to, even if you don't have a story, you need to find out a message from your own life to put out to the world. I didn't have a story when I wanted to speak, but I had that burning fire in my belly that I have been through a lot of things. And I wanted to share that so that any woman who is going through that will be knowing that she has someone who has already been through that, who has already overcome that, and she can look up to, she can also overcome the same. So that's my message, in fact. keeping that message, I just found out a story and I shared. Or you can also go the otherwise. If you have a strong story, narrate your story, get the message out of it. That's number 2. Now, even before applying for the TEDx, there is something important that we have to know. That is our ability to convey the message to the audience clearly. For that, there are certain things, elements that are required. What are the certain elements? Very crucial element, but often it is not considered. Number 1 is the language that we speak. The moment you have the vision, start working on your language as well, parallelly. Because it is very, very important if you wanted to convey. I'm not talking about any high funda English, but still, if English is the language, let's work on it so that whatever we think, let's put it out to the world. Simple English is all enough, because the English that I speak is very simple. My vocabulary is less than 500. I just play with that. I don't use, I don't know to use high funda English. But still, the moment we start working on that, we will grow. So yesterday, Surya was telling me after the TEDx talk, do you remember the first time you made a video on Speak and Grow? Go and watch that. Because when I hate watching my videos because my language was not that good, my body language and the speaking language was not that good. But the only thing that helped me to be here after a year of joining Speak and Grow is consistent practice. So first ever step that I would like to suggest, it's just a suggestion, is the moment you have that vision, start working on your speaking practice. Start making as much as videos and start speaking on the platforms as much as possible. Why? First thing, the language that you speak. Next thing, the body language that is projected when you stand on that stage. Very important. If you really wanted to share your message across the world, it will not happen if you stand like this, just your mouth speaking. It will happen when your entire body with your emotions and your the hand gestures and your entire body speaks. That's when the people will be connected with you. So the moment if you have everyone who raised your hand, start making videos. The benefits of making videos, your language will get refined, your body language will get refined. With that, the preparatory work to stand on TEDx, let me invite our first prepared speaker. Our first prepared speaker, just give me 1 minute. Okay, our first prepared speaker is Dr. Rajeshwari Rapata. Okay, Dr. Rajeshwari Rapata, I would like to invite her evaluator. I guess it is our general evaluator. Is there any change? Okay, so, okay, sorry, Nabamita ma'am. So let me invite her evaluator, Nabamita Sarkar. Even before inviting Nabamita Sarkar, I would like to ask her, Nabamita ma'am, I know that you are on the path of your TEDx journey. What ignited, what is the spark that made you to have that vision, first of all, and start working towards that? So can we have your insights on it?
Sure, our dearest Modi. First of all, I when I joined in the Speak and Grow community, and I was learning the public speaking tools and everything from the Praveen Vedalkar sir, that time I thought that how I can prove that I'm a great speaker, I'm a public speaker. And throughout my 1 year journey, I made many videos. I participated in the communication league, and I have joined in the Toastmaster also. I think that TEDx is a stage where you can go to show that how much you through your body language, through your gesture, facial expressions, voice intonation, everything. So to become a great speaker, I want that stage. And the second thing is, all know that is, if we have some story that is worth sharing to the audience, to give some core message for their benefit, for their betterment, we must share that without any hesitation. So the second reason is that I would like to go over there.
Let's give a round of applause to Toastmaster Navamita Sarkar for her vision and dream to be on the red carpet. So now, Toastmaster Navamita Sarkar, the message that you gave, I'll be reiterating that by the end of the meeting. Let me have your introduction to the speaker.
Yeah, so today my target speaker is Dr. Rajeshwari Rapata, and she is going to deliver her speech under the Pathway Persuasive Influence, and she's presenting the speech on level 3, project 3, and the title is Born Gifted, and duration of the speech is 3 to 4 minutes. And the purpose of this speech for the member to practice delivery, the social speech among of all the Toastmaster Club members. So based on my report when you will call me. Thank you.
Let's give a round of applause for our evaluator, Toastmaster Navamita Sarkar. Our first speaker, Dr. Rajeshwari Rapata. I know that even you are an aspiring TEDx speaker. So let me hear from you. What is your spark to be on that stage?
My spark is to deliver my experience, a life message to all the people who are just resonating with what I have been in my life. So it proves to be an inspiration for them in case whatever I have gone through, which I believe the phrase that you have to go through what you are going through. So it may resonate with many lakhs and lakhs of people who may be having such kind of experiences. And it will be an idea worth sharing with them. And it may save many lives too. That's why I'm aspiring to be there on the TEDx stage to share this message with everybody.
Thank you so much and best wishes for all your endeavors. Let me invite you to give your speech. Toastmaster Dr. Rajeshwari Rapata. Timer, kindly note the time is 5 to 7 minutes and the title is Born Gifted. Born Gifted, Toastmaster Rajeshwari Rapata. The stage is yours.
Sorry to interrupt. The timing duration is 3 to 4 minutes.
Okay. So timing duration is 3 to 4 minutes.
Pardon. Sorry. My slots are showing 2 to 3 minutes, 4 to 6 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah, this is 3 to 4 minutes speech.
3 to 4 slots.
Your voice is echoing.
Sir, if you have any, mute completely any one device so that the echoes will not be there. And also
now it's okay.
Yeah, now it's okay. If you have any trouble with timer cards, you can have a stopwatch and manually share the timer card. In the chat, you can stop it.
Just give me a second then.
Yeah.
Just give me a second.
Yes. Okay, so as our timer is getting ready with his timer cards, let me ask the second question. What is the second step of achieving your target of being on Tedx? Okay, any volunteers? What is the second step of achieving your targets to being on Tedx?
I do believe that if we are trying by ourselves, that it can take long time. But if we will take some mentor who had already over there and know the all tools and techniques, then that A to B destination can be short, and within a short period we can reach over there. So the second thing is the right kind of mentor who can guide us the proper technique and tools to reach over there. That is the most important part.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for your insights. I do agree. I do second that. Thank you so much, Nabamita ma'am. Do we have any other answers? What is your second step?
Same thing, like to be prepared very well so that your message is transferred to the viewers very clearly, and they understand that they can be in your shoes and understand what's it.
Great, great. So like we have a lot of votes to have a mentor as a second step. I do second that. The second step.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So Beena ma'am, do you want to go for it?
Yeah, like just now, Ramavita ma'am, she has told that a good mentor, that is absolutely correct. But I think so, along with that, commitment should be there. Yes, I have to reach that stage, I have to do, because until and unless you commit yourself, definitely the walkout you will do for yourself will not be done. So first you choose your mentor and do the commitment to yourself that anyhow, whatever coming in my way, I will not care. I will do it anyhow.
Okay, great. That's amazing. Let's give it up for Beena ma'am. Let me reserve my comments for the later after our speaker has done with her speech. Timer, are we ready? Are we good to go?
In this case, the green light will flash at 3 minutes and yellow light at 3:30.
Yes.
Okay.
Red at 4.
Okay.
And after that, she'll be having 30 seconds as a green.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, great. So can we start?
Yes, start.
Okay, great. So let me introduce our speaker TM, Dr. Rajeshwari Rapata, born gifted. Born gifted Toastmaster Rajeshwari Rapata. Over to you.
Imagine a scenario where a small bubbly baby is being nursed by a mother and cared by a father. And in another scenario, a bedridden old parent being given the nursing care. What feelings and thoughts arose in your mind and heart? In one case, it's extreme love, and in another, an obligation, isn't it? It happens. Now, imagine a scenario where a child was declared by the doctor as a specially abled. He was being taken care of 24/7 by the parents. Now they have also grown old. Isn't it like, do you feel that it's very pitiful and very painful? Is it like an obligation or parental love? We all as humans, we need a prudent, compassionate, loving care. Now, this blooming baby is somewhat like resembles a blooming bud versus the other one, the bedridden parent, being a sunset in the dusk. Both are beautiful, but it needs compassionate hearts to admire both. The irony being, there are many old age homes, but very few homes for the specially abled, whom I call specially gifted or born gifted. when some bodily and sensory functions, faculties are low, the other faculties more and outgrow, and a specially gifted child is born. You very well know the story of Astavakra. If you don't know, Google out. I'm a homeopathic doctor and a member of WICCI, Special Needs, and I was researching on the same. The spectrum disorders and other behavioral conditions are also in the same plane. You know that right from Albert Einstein, Jim Carrey, Bill Gates to Michael Jordan, there are hundreds of many more famous people who are diagnosed with ADHD. This also comes under those specially gifted ones. Recently, 3rd December was the International Disability Day. And I salute all those heroes who are born gifted, as they all show us that we are also disabled in some or other way. So we, the so-called normal, healthy, abled people, are still trying to prove ourselves to come out of our comfort zones under some or other programs. Disability is a state of mind. It is truly said, and many have surely proved it too. There are some people who are not swayed by mere ideas of disabled. One cannot imagine the agony of a person who cannot actually use their entire body or cannot do the things that are regular for others. So the pain to live every day with more struggle than others is surely a brave thing. These are those people who constantly look down on these people, and surely that must be very tormenting. But God blesses every human to be born with a unique ability. When the mind has not accepted defeat, this ability becomes a super ability. We have so many iconical figures who have made history. And I would like to mention some, like Sudha Chandran. You all know, the classical dancer with the amputated leg. She made a history. Ravindra Jain, the famous singer with the Ramayana fame, who was born visually impaired. Girish Sharma, a well-known badminton champion. Also, H. Ramakrishnan, who is currently CEO of SS Musical Television channel. Preeti Srinivasan, she is paralyzed below her neck, and she was the captain of the under-19 Tamil Nadu women's cricket team. And who will forget Arunima Sinha, who lost her leg when she was pushed out of a moving train by some of the robbers. And then she became the first woman amputee to climb the Mount Everest. Then Dr. Suresh Advani, who started the hematopoietic cell transplantation in India. He had got polio at younger age of 8, and he was wheelchair. So facing so many disabilities, he still pursued his dreams and his contributions to field of oncology. These have been recognized with many awards. Even he got Padma Shri in 2002, and recently in 2012, he got Padma Bhushan. So he's the first oncologist in India to do a successful bone marrow transplant. Now, there are innumerable such live examples. So let us all raise a toast and give cheers to all of them. Let's honor them and take their inspiration and their never give up attitude. This is all to say, let's salute those heroes. All to you, Toastmasters.
Let's give a round of applause to our amazing Toastmaster and Dr. Rajeshwari Rapata for her inspiring speech. Yes, born gifted. In spite of all the difficulties, there are few people who outshine. And they say they are the message to the world that any difficulties that you face is not actually a difficulty if you decide to win. Thank you so much for that amazing message, Dr. Rajeshwari Rapata. And now let's move on to the next part of our Toastmasters meeting. So I have reserved my comments on the second step of reaching the target that you want, which is the Tedx. We have got the insights that get your mentor and get committed. I am going to support this. Get your mentor, get committed. If you think that, okay, I don't want a mentor, I'm going to do it by myself, then get started with finding your stories. Sit down and gather all the stories that you have in your life. So what are actually stories? Every incident or instance or events or struggles that you've been through or the success that you have reached is your story. Start writing all of those stories, and then from that, pick the best one. Pick the best one so that you can share it with the world. And then compare that if I am sharing this world, someone, if they are listening to it, what will they get? What will they get? So that will be your message. This is the second step to reach your target. Obviously, getting a mentor will have an extra edge because I have got a mentor and I've realized that the work of the mentor is to find out the missing piece in your story. We all have story. I had story, but in that story, to make it in a concise and a crisp manner, we need someone to give us critical feedback. Mentor does that. So the missing piece of finding what is important to be shared and what to be left will be the job of the mentor, and you can do it for yourself as well. This is step 2 of becoming the Tedx speaker. Now let's move on to the second stage of Toastmasters meeting. Now I wanted to invite someone who is very special, a sweet Marathi girl, who is my dear friend, who is there with me in all my ups and downs. And also she is very creative. Before inviting her, let me ask her, what is her goal in TEDx? Let's give a round of applause to Chayal Barambe.
Thank you, Yogeshwari. Just give me a moment. I'll just set myself up. And
so every time she comes on stage, she wants to make it very perfect with all her glamorous attire, all her makeups, and perfect spot to sit. Okay, Chayal, let's hear from you. What is your goal to reach TEDx, and what would you do as a second step?
Yeah. So first of all, I have this thought in my mind that whenever I want to go on TEDx, I want to go as a brave, strong, independent woman with a very strong story behind, so that I can actually go on TEDx and be inspiration for somebody. Right now, I am in the journey, and definitely like watching you, watching Suryadeep and watching Surbi ma'am, Subra ma'am, everyone who's going on TEDx. It's like I'm super pumped up. Okay, now this is my goal, to get a story. This is my goal right now. You asked me for second step, right? So let me just go on my first step, then I'll think about second step. Thank you so much.
Okay, that's amazing. Our wish is to see you on TEDx. I'll be there as a cheerleader for you as well. Now let me hand over the stage to you and take it forward and rock with your table topics.
Thank you so much. First of all, let's give a huge round of applause for our Toastmaster of the day, Professor Yogeshwari Sukumaran. And so, to facilitate table topics where guests and members will have opportunity to speak and practice their impromptu speaking. Okay, this was very formal. Everybody starts with this, okay? So let's start with table topics. And for guests, let me tell you what is table topics. First of all, you will get a topic from me, a table topic master. You have to speak on that topic for 2 minutes. Timer, please note, time frame for the table topics is 2 minutes. And you can volunteer yourself, or I will call on you. Okay, so you can volunteer yourself or I will call on you. And let's start. Do we have any volunteers? You can raise your hand or you can chat, give your name in chat. Okay, I see Toastmaster Satya has raised his hand. Toastmaster Yogeshwari has raised your hand. So can we just spotlight Toastmaster Satya? Yeah. Good evening, Toastmaster Satya. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Amazing. So today, this evening, we are talking about red carpet events. So specifically, we are talking about TEDx, but we will go on red carpet events totally. So whenever it comes to red carpet, only three things comes in my mind. One, entertainment. Second is entertainment. And third is
Entertainment.
entertainment. So today, the theme of our table topics is entertainment. And
Okay.
I have a topic for you which is related to music. And your topic for today is Kishore Kumar or Arjit Singh. Podium is yours.
Kishore Kumar or Arjit Singh? My choice would be both. To be a prudent performer in any field, you need to be blessed with three stages. I'll connect with whatever statement Toastmaster Yogeshwari has given. You need to be blessed with three goddesses. First, Saraswati. Upskill yourself in whatever area you perform, be it singing, be it acting. Upskill yourself. Let the skill speak for you. Second, be brave, because what it stops us for achieving which we are capable of. As kids, we are born with tremendous potential. We are born geniuses. But only our self-doubt, our fear of failure stops us from trying our best. We can't be the best because we are born best. But next comes the blessing of Goddess Durga. That means we should have the courage. We should have the courage to prove our worth, prove whatever we are capable of. And then comes the gift, the TEDx speaking or performing as an artist like Arjit Singh, or super cool, super funny, or super melodious voice Kishore Kumar. Only when we are skilled, when we are prudent in our skills, when we are brave enough to perform, and then only we can achieve the ultimate success, that is Goddess Lakshmi. Lakshmi belongs to all kind of wealth, name, fame, money, career, everything. So that's it from this small story. Thank you. I hope that you have enjoyed it well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Satya. That was a super story. And I really appreciate that. And I really agree on that. We have to be skilled to do anything. Like even for TEDx, even for singing, even for dancing, or for anything, even for makeup, we need some skills or it will be makeup disaster, isn't it? So with that, let's go with our second speaker. Thank you so much, first of all, Toastmaster Satya, for your amazing table topics. Yeah, thank you. So with that, we'll go on our next speaker, who is also the Toastmaster Day of the evening. Toastmaster of the Day, sorry for that. Kindly spotlight Toastmaster Yogeshwari. Hello, beautiful Toastmaster Yogeshwari. And how are you today?
I'm great. Thank you so much for the compliment.
I can see that. So, about when it comes to red carpet events, one thing we girls or even the boys love is dressing up, doing the makeup, and actually properly wearing all the tires with the shoes. And topic for you today is your best dressed day. Podium is yours.
Just 48 hours ago, there was this amazing lady in Speak and Grow. She just called me and she said, Yogi, what are you going to wear? I just wanted to see. Show your options. I said, I have just two options, nothing else. I have one black kind of a coat and a black t-shirt, or I can go for a sari. She looked at everything and she also went a step ahead and she told me, okay, Surya has blazer, right? Show me even that. Wear and show me even that. I wore the dress and it was like my hands went inside. That was a disaster. And then I thought, okay, why not try the dresses that I already have? In fact, I don't like those dresses, but still, let me try. I picked up one, I tried it, clicked a picture, sent it to her. She was like, wow, this is amazing. From that time onwards, she made sure that every single thing that will be seen on the screen, my eyeliner, my lipstick, my nail polish, the way I should look, my hairstyle, everything is her plan. And I would say, yesterday was the best dressed day in my life. I really loved myself seeing my image on the screen. And there were a lot of other Speak and Grow members who complimented that it was a huge image transformation. Obviously, it started out all with a kind of a disaster, but it went on to a stage that everybody were calling, hey, beautiful. Even in fact, I was like thinking, is it Yogeshwari standing on the stage? And that's my story. And I would like to carry this image in all the upcoming stages as well. What do you think, my beautiful table topic master of the day? Over to you.
Absolutely, absolutely, ma'am. Because I was also the one who said that, who is this girl? Is it even Yogeshwari? Who is this? So that's why this topic for you. And thank you so much for your amazing storytelling and table topics for the day. And thank you so much. Have a good evening and have a good night. Next up, we have Dr. Rajeshwari Rapata. Sorry for that. Please plot later. Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Please unmute yourself. Yeah, ma'am, you're looking amazing. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Likewise, I do know that you are someone who loves classical dance. And when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to red carpet, or when it comes to red carpet event, dance is something which is we always want to view in the event or on the TV also. So for you, topic for today is, what will you choose? Classical dance or Ganpati Visarjan dance? Over to you.
Yeah, obviously. Dance is always a dance, I believe dance is a dance of the soul. Rather than, again, you can't name it or brand it or label it as something. So when you dance with your soul, it becomes more beautiful. If you dance mechanically, whatever it be, let it be a classical dance, let it be a Ganpati Visarjan dance, let it be a pop dance or something, anything, it won't add value. So whenever you dance with whole of your soul and mind, and that will reflect in your personality, and that will give happiness to who is looking at you, and it will also give happiness to yourself. So I can choose anything. I dance at Ganpati Visarjan, I dance at the marriage anniversaries or in the weddings, and I dance at my own home at my time, recreation time. So anyhow, dance is favorite for me. Over to you, Toastmasters.
That is amazing. High five. I am also a dance lover, and lots of people maybe who are the dance lovers. Can we have hands up? Who are the dance lovers? I have two hands, so I'll be doing this. So thank you for that. And thank you for your amazing table topic, Rajeshwari ma'am. we share one interest. And thank you so much for that. Again, next up we have Miss Smriti Garg. Guest Smriti Garg. Oh, yes. So guests also are welcome and appreciated to actually come and do the table topics, participate in table topics. So else I will call on the names. So participate in the table topics and nominate yourself for table topics. So next up we have Smriti. And can we spotlight her? Thank you so much. How are you? How are you, Smriti? I can see you that. So one thing on red carpets, you have seen what is the first thing which people do whenever they come in red carpet. That is photographs. So topic for you is photograph in your life with an amazing story. Over to you.
Okay. Just 9 months back, on my 25th birthday, I had a dream that yes, on my 25th birthday, I will celebrate it on a very spiritual place, which is very close to my heart. That is Vrindavan in Uttar Pradesh. The best time where I realized that yes, this 25 years which I have spent on this planet Earth, I should move ahead out of it to come out my comfort zone. There, I bought new ideals for my temple and get photographed with them. That was the amazing thing because it reflects my devotion to them, that who is Smriti, a spiritual being who loves to serve others, who loves to be in under some that supernatural power which is always there, and what we can do for that. The best picture clicked there, and it is a memory of my 25th birthday. I don't like to celebrate it with a lot of dhamal masti. It's just very simple, very spiritual, and the best photograph. Thank you. Over to you.
Absolutely amazing. Give a big round of applause for Smriti. This is something which I really adore, that in small moments, we have big memories and big happinesses. So thank you so much for taking up this table topic, and thank you. Do we have other nominations, volunteers, or Nabamita ma'am, Suryadeep, Shantanu sir?
No, I think we can move to guests if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So, anybody? Shantanu sir, can we have you on the stage?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Amazing. How are you today, sir?
Thank you very much. I'm good.
Okay. So, one thing I would like to ask everybody, maybe not just the table topics, who is taking the table topics, we always, whenever we see the red carpet events, we always dream one day I will be there. I will be walking on the red carpet. I'll be wearing those dresses, right? So, topic for today for you, sir, is red carpet you dream to walk on. And the podium is yours.
Thank you very much for this amazing topic. Well, what is a red carpet? Red carpet is something that we wanted to achieve. We wanted to go to that stage. It can be a small stage like getting the first prize from your college, or it can be a big stage like Tedx, like Joe Stocks. I certainly had the dream of graduating from an IIT. I was from a small school, and then I did my undergraduation from a small college. But I had a dream to reach to IIT. I wanted to study there. I wanted to be a graduate. I'd call myself IIT. After months of preparation, when I reached and passed the entrance exam, I got into the college. But it was just a starting, not the end. After 2 years of hard work, brainless study, at the end, I got my graduation. And 4 years back, at the time of graduation ceremony, I went up to the stage. I took my graduation certificate. That was my dream come true at that point of time. Of course, now as I am moving towards my life, there is much more other dreams as well. So what is your red carpet event? Thank you, Tabletop Master.
Thank you, Shantanu sir. That was really, really amazing and motivating. You already completed your dream. So thank you so much for taking the table topic today. And I will really appreciate and I will really request for guests to take up the table topics again. And do we have any another volunteer? Okay, I can see a name. Yeah, Aishwarya. Can we spotlight her?
Good morning, good evening, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. I'm really excited for the table topics.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so pleased to see you and good evening. So one thing, as we all are speakers and in entertainment or even in the red carpet events, one thing we see is hosting, which really sometimes makes me feel tempted because we as a speakers always want to host an event, right? So topic for you today, Aishwarya, is a phrase like topic for you today is for this day, I started speaking. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. I actually started to speak on a day, and that was my first speech, my first debut speech on a social media platform. So I heard about this college, which is actually hosting a workshop, and that's where I actually first spoke. What I want to tell is, when I went there, all of my competitors were all 18 plus, and there was one 18. They were all 18 plus, and so I was actually only 7 years old or 6. So I was like dreaming of speaking because I loved mic. I love to hold a mic and speak from a very young age, and I showed signs. So my mother and father took me to that college, and I wanted to desperately speak. So since I was just a little kid, somebody just told me to just sit beside and watch everything. So I said yes, and I watched, but I could not control myself from participating. And when they asked questions, the director asked questions, I started answering by raising hand and answering. So after that, at the end of the workshop, the director said that you can speak a speech. They gave an assignment for each and every person. And that was when I actually spoke my first speech. It was an extempo speech. I had to just not memorize it, but just on the spot, I had to start speaking. So that's when I found that speaking is my talent, and I had to go in that way. So that is why that is where I started to speak for a day. Yes.
Amazing, amazing. Huge round of applause for Aishwarya. Thank you so much for coming up today. And thank you so much for taking up the table topic. That was scintillating. So, do we have any another volunteers? Nabamita ma'am? Or guests?
Ready? I'm ready.
Yeah. How are you today, ma'am? You're looking amazing.
I am very good, and you are looking so sweet, darling.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry for the disturbance. So one thing which in red carpet event we always want to see is fun, drama, action, all those things. So for you, the topic for you today is the most dramatic moment of your life where you have done a lot of drama. Over to you.
Wonderful question. Wonderful question. Actually, I would like to give this answer because the drama happened when I was totally prepared for my delivery of my second child. That moment means first time this born means our baby when born, it is destined, right? But my second baby's born was totally calculative, and I thought that yes, that date will be as per my wish, that time will be as per my wish, as per the astrological calculation and all. There's a time I just went to the gynecologist and I said that today is Thursday and I need to deliver my second child at this particular day because this is the auspicious day. So the gynecologist was astonished, and she said, how dare you that you are just you are fixing your baby's born timing and date. What is going on in your head? So and you are very much superstitious. Oh my God. So I said, no, I really believe that. And for that, my gynecologist charged 20,000 extra, and but I would really believe that the born time and the date time is destined by the God, and that's the reason before delivery of my baby I was a critical issue, and that was a very pathetic time where maybe I or my second child could be died because of the low sugar and many problems. So the God, whatever he destined, that particular time he born, and that was a pretty much drama happened in my life. And yes, really, we may have many kind of things we are intentionally or unwillingly or sometimes willingly we are doing to make some drama in our life. Thank you very much to give me opportunity to talk. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Navamita. That was really, really amazing. Yes, the drama is very important element of our life. Without that, we don't have any entertainment factor in our life. So the drama is something which I always look for. And even in my speaking, you can see a lot of drama. People call me dramatic, as we all are. Thank you so much for taking up this table topic. And now let's move on guests. So guests, I really appreciate if you can nominate yourself to guest Abhinaya.
Hello, hi, good evening.
Good evening. So can we spotlight
Yes,
her,
we can.
please?
Yeah. I'm so sorry, I'm just not ready with the beautiful background.
No,
Just
no worries, no worries. It's
Yeah.
practice, right?
Yeah,
We
okay.
are practicing impromptu speaking. So just make yourself comfortable. And
Yeah, that's
we are
okay.
talking about red carpet events. So
Yeah.
in red carpet events, one thing which is really, really important and maybe we can share the interest in is music again. So I would give you a topic is your favorite song and why it is your favorite song. Over to you.
Okay, fine. So to all my beautiful people out here, hi, this is Abhinav Shrikant for the first time ever on a table topic. So, and this is the most critical question that's ever asked to me because the favorite song I have is actually not on my native language. Okay. So my native language is Tamil. I'm proficient in English, but the favorite songs I have are in Hindi. Okay. This is something that amazes not just me, but the entire family and friends. Okay, so I will not be revealing what is my favorite song now. Let me just describe about it so that the audience will be listening to me rather than just having the rhythm on your mind. Okay, so regarding my favorite song, I always dance for the song even at family functions and whatever comes to my mind, or at every scenario. I used to describe this song is the best and we can have in the family functions. Okay, but what the family and friends, they are terribly in love with Tamil and English. They don't love Hindi. Okay, but I always suggest this song. And let me just tell you what that song is. I think this is a pretty most famous song, okay, by DJ Chetus. It's none other than Chogada from Lavyatri and then Kamaria, okay, from Mitran. So these are just my favorite songs ever on the planet, okay, that I dance all time, and it's being the most played on my playlist. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abhinaya. That was really, really amazingly handled, because just stating your favorite song is as tough as giving a TEDx speech, because we have a lot of it. Yes, Chogada and Kamaria is my favorite also, so we share the interest here.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you so much for taking up this table topic. Next up.
Thank you.
Next up, we have guest Mansi. Can we have you on a stage? Mansi ma'am?
Sorry, child. Next time, please.
Sure, no worries.
Thank you.
Yes, Anmol? Yes, Deepa, guest Kadisha, guest Vandana, whoever wants to take the table topic session. Table topic. Okay, do we have? Kindly unmute yourself. So I feel we are good to again go to our.
Yeah, I'll note the time for you, Prabhat.
I have not taken. Could someone please take up my time?
I'll be noting the time for you, Prabhat.
Amazing. This is called sportsmanship. Give a big round of applause to timer, sir. Pravat,
you,
sir,
thank you.
Toastmaster Pravat.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So, red carpet events. And my favorite red carpet events are all those that is kind of gold awards, Z-Cine awards, Star Prava awards, Star Plus awards, and all and all. So those are my one of the favorite red carpet events. And related to that, I have one topic for you. Today's topic is an award you always dream to win. Stage is yours.
Thank you. I dream of becoming a great public speaker in India, at least. The red carpet, whether it would be there or not, I'm not sure. But I am sure that I will make it to the top to the best possible extent of me. It may be prudent to say that each one of us is capable of to reach a height, to any possible height that we set for ourselves. Despite all difficulties and challenges, we must strive through the journey, and one day we may find it that we are at a certain level. Maybe at times we may not be competing with anyone, but certainly we will be comfortable and happy and content with ourselves that I have reached a level, I have made a good journey, and I have made a place in the who's who of India. And that will be a treat to myself. And in the process, I will not only be becoming a good person, a good influence and good speaker, I would also be influencing many people who would be in their journey in similar lines, or maybe having difficult times at their life. So I would also be helping with them. So the red carpet is not only for me, rather it is for others as well who choose to move with me. Thank you.
Big round of applause for you, sir. This was really, really inspiring. I really agree on this that not just we grow with our growth, all the surroundings, all the friends, all the Toastmasters with us grows with us. As our Speak Magic Club is slowly growing with Tedx speakers and more we are crossing the levels, we are completing the pathways. So yes, big thumbs up on that. I agree on you. So thank you so much for taking up this table topic, and we can have
Pardon me.
one volunteer. Sorry, sir.
Pardon me, just Satya, could you share please what is my timing?
You're taken exactly 2 minutes, Pravat.
Thank you. Over to you. Chair.
Thank you. So time noted, all the times noted. We can have one volunteer more if we want to. General evaluator, you want
I
to?
can try.
Okay, Beena.
Yeah.
Yes, Toastmaster Beena. How are you today? You're looking very pretty.
I'm all good. What about you?
Amazing, as you can see.
Yeah, every time energetic, right?
Thank you. So, red carpet events, and as we started this table topic sessions with one question, red carpet events are full, not one question, one statement. Red carpet events are filled with entertainment and dance and music and dressings and all, everything. So, related to this, I have one topic for you, which can be related to red carpet or anywhere. The topic is the dance you will always remember. Over to you.
You mean to say that when I will be in the red carpet, or the dance which I remember in my life?
Yeah, your topic is the dance you will always remember.
I remember the day when the first time I got married, and that time I was very much introvert. So I was not able to dance also that time because I belong to a very middle class family and conservative family, not allowed dancing parties, everything. But as soon as I got married, I came to a new place, new environment, and my husband is every time full of energy. He dances well. Even he forced me to dance. Initially, I was not. Initially, I was like feeling reluctant. I was hesitating. Even the other people, he like his friends and all, he used to say to my husband that your wife is not dancing if she's feeling awkward and all. But slowly, I understood that if I have to fit in that environment, even I need to dance because he loves parties, going to pubs and all. Even in his hometown, Dehradun, the weddings which hails or happens, it is very much full of energy. They dance a lot and enjoys a lot. So even there also, I never used to dance, but gradually I learned, and I did some steps initially. And truly, I would like to say one thing, that the day when nobody was at home, I learned the dance. And when there was my husband's sister's wedding, I danced with core of my heart, and it was really appreciated by everybody. And yes, that dance I cannot forget. Over to you.
Thank you so much. That was really amazing. Give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Beena. And I really agree. Being an introvert, I am not introvert, but being an introvert, it is really difficult to actually stand and dance in front of everybody. But I really, with my perspective, I have one point to everybody. Guys, dancing is amazing expressions of joy, happiness, and it really elevates our soul. So do enjoy the dance. And with this, thank you so much, Toastmaster Beena, again. And with this, let's close our table topics. And I really thank you all to giving me this opportunity. And with the topic, the theme of the day, the red carpet event, which is actually related to TEDx. And I want you all not to forget, even it is TEDx, even it is speaking, entertainment, happiness, smile, enjoying whatever you're doing is the core of everything. And you should do it. Over to you, Toastmaster of the evening, Professor Yogeshwari.
Let's give a big round of applause for our energetic and cute Toastmaster Chayal Barambe. Whenever she comes, she makes sure that she makes us smile, and she has this very unique habit of asking every Toastmaster who takes up the table topic, how are you? So I really loved it. Thank you so much for that gesture, Toastmaster Chayal Barambe. Now, we have stepped into the third part of our Toastmaster meeting, and I would like to ask you, what is the third step of getting onto that red carpet? Can I have some volunteers answering? What is the third step of getting onto the red carpet?
Prepare yourself.
Okay, great. Prepare yourself.
Speak in front of the mirror. Just check yourself, your body language.
Wow.
With your story. Just keep practicing after getting mentored by your mentor.
I love that. Yeah. So it is actually connected to once you have got set, what you're going to do, you have to repeat it again and again and get it evaluated. Either you can do it for yourself, you can evaluate by creating a video, watching it again, or you can get it done by someone, your friends or your well-wishers or your mentor. So this is a crucial step. Even before we could step onto the stage, I do second that thought. Toastmaster Beena Roy, do we have any other things that we have to do it as the third step? Any other answers?
I'll take up.
Yes, Toastmaster.
Hello. Yeah. So we are never perfect the first time or the last time. Every time we repeat it, we get better and better. So the third step is to go and act on the stage.
Okay.
And continue. So it's in connection with whatever that very valuable message, practice to perfection. But I strongly believe that even the best performer, his best performance is yet to come.
Okay.
Because learning and improving is a continuous process.
Obviously.
Over to you.
Great. That's an amazing insight. Our best performance is yet to come. So that is an amazing insight. I love that quote, and I'm going to follow you with that quote. Yes, my best performance is yet to come. And there are a lot more fine tunings that I have to do in my life as well. And let's take that message forward and let's reach whatever we wanted. With that, I would like to invite our general evaluator of the day to evaluate the entire meeting. Once again, let's bring up Toastmaster Suryadeep to evaluate the entire meeting. And over to you, Toastmaster Suryadeep.
Thank you so much. Let's keep the round of applause. Let's keep the round of applause going. Apologies, ill effects of being in the same room. Okay, so brilliant. So far, we've been having a sensational meeting. Now, straight away, evaluation, as we all know, is the breakfast of champions. And this is the segment where we are going to be just really diving deep and understanding how did we do so far. So let's bring up our evaluator of the only speaker of this particular evening. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Nabamita to kindly bless us with the evaluation. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. I must appreciate the brilliant social issue have brought by your wonderful speech today, Toastmaster Rajeshwari Rapata. Children with social needs aren't sent to the special parents. They make their parents special. This quote is quite matched and touched with whole content of your today's speech. The children who are disabled, that children are taken care by their parents very emotionally and very lovable way. But when our parents become old and we cannot, they are becoming sick and they are rest in the bed, we cannot tolerate that. And being irritated, we are sending them the old age home. That part you have wonderfully bring at the initial point of your speech. I loved your speech throughout but few part I have to tell you as the commendation, because whenever I am hearing you, I have seen that you have used a lot of good vocabs as well as the proverbs and phrases. Today also, you have proved that you are a very good content writer and you can articulate a good speech with a short span of period. You have used a lot of vocabs and sunset in the dusk and raised a toast, this kind of word as well as word of the day you have used today. I love that. Second is you put the big social issue with the multiple kind of things. You have brought the story of Ashtavakra. You have mentioned all the examples of the Bill Gates, the Albert Einstein, who were also disabled, but they were becoming a genius. And you have brought that part that we are also thinking that we are normal, but we are normal not at all. Sometimes we are doing something disabled part. So I would like to tell you the third part I have loved very much in your speech. That is the project related, all the parts you have totally click in your throughout your speech. Here project, as per your project demand that you should honor the individual, you should honor the organization, everything you have mentioned in this short span of talk. And as well as I loved we have learned about Sudha Chandan, we have learned about the Ravindra Jain, we have known about the Suresh H. Advani, who was the oncologist. All this information you have put together in the speech. I love that. But to see you in the up level, I have to recommend 3 things I thought that you need to improve. As well as the camera angle I have seen, that was not showing your hub bust part and your hands gesture also. So it would be more appreciable if you to show your hand gesture and as well as your hub body part. And second part is your emotional part. Whenever you are using and telling about the story initially, you can add some short emotions with the short period of dialogue, that how the parents are suffering when their children are born like that. And the third part, I would definitely say that the conclusion part, you can conclude with the very powerful quote, just like I mentioned here, that would grab the attention and little bit touching the heart of the audiences. So sorry to take the much time. I could definitely say that if you will take care of these 3 kind of part, your speech can be whimsical and you would become slowly a very good speaker and you would become an exceptional speaker. Congratulations for your next speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's give it up for Toastmaster Navamita, everyone. This was a stellar evaluation. I will actually want to just highlight a little bit of pointers. Meanwhile, as I'm doing so, the voting link for the best table topic speaker, both in Toastmasters category and guest category, has been put up in the chat. Please do vote for your best table topic speech. Okay, coming to Toastmaster Navamita first. Phenomenal evaluation once again. You followed the whole pattern of commendation, recommendation, followed by summarization. Now, here's something that I would actually want you to dive in a little bit, because we have seen the standards of evaluation that you have set previously. So I'm going to actually challenge you a little bit to integrate your evaluation. For example, you started out, I think the first 1.5 minutes, you were literally giving us a summary of the speech, which I felt was unnecessary. So 3 pointers, boom, 3 commendations, 3 recommendations, put up the points, and then literally just describe them with certain pointers, for example, quotes from the speech or elements of the speech, figures of speech that you found in the speech, literally integrating it properly. You might just want to use more like a notes in front of you to really have that whole thing listed down so that it becomes easier for you to follow through. But of course, you are one of the most phenomenal evaluators that we have in our club. Coming to Dr. Rajeshwari, ma'am, with all due respect, I somehow felt that the title was spot on, but the objective of the speech, which was raising a toast, you did mention the pointers in the speech, But ideally, when I look at the project, it's about raising a toast, which means you need to put yourself in a hypothetical scenario of, let's just say, an organization or a particular event like a marriage or a funeral, any of this, and then you're raising a toast, dedicating it to one particular person. What your speech was, it obviously included great elements. Like, you had a great start. You started with imagine for a moment. You mentioned about baby care versus old care. You asked us a lot of questions. You introduced us to the whole process of disability. But this particular speech, it will fall under the category of research and presentation, and we cannot really add it in the social speech category. So again, that's my observation. I'm going to leave it out to your mentor and your VP education to take the final call. My recommendation would be, if you can repeat this speech with a completely new speech, keeping in mind the objectives of the speech. That would be my recommendation. And of course, the succinct recommendation has already been provided to you by the evaluator. Okay, so with that, I think we come up with the end of our prepared speech section. Let's move on to the TAC team. So I would like to invite our timer, Toastmaster Pravat sir, to kindly bless us with the timer's report. Sir, the virtual podium is all yours.
Thank you, Dr. Suryadev. Is my screen really visible now?
Yes, clearly visible, sir. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Dr. Rajeshwari Rapata took 5 minutes 32 seconds, and most of other the guest, table topic speakers took around 2 minutes. No one crossed 2 minutes 30 seconds, and Abhinaya took 1.26, Aishwarya 2.09, Bina Roy 1.4 minutes, Navamita Sarkar 1.57. Myself took 2 minutes, Rajeshwari 1.14, Shantanu 2.01, Satya 2.02, Smriti 1.26, Yogeshwari 2.19. And while evaluating, Navamita took 4 minutes 08 seconds. And thank you all very much. And those who are in the red may try to improve their position later on. Thank you. Over to you, Surya.
Thank you so much. Let's give it up for Toastmaster Pravat, everyone. This is sensational. Just you were absolutely spot on. I mean, I also have to acknowledge, and I would want everyone to give a round of applause to Pravat sir and Satya sir for that beautiful jugalbandi that you had during the table topic session. It just goes to show the kind of commitment that we have, and of course the love and compassion that we have for each other. Coming to a little recommendation for Toastmaster Pravat, what I would like you to just follow through is just that little technical glitches in terms of sharing the screen, and also knowing when to stop sharing the screen. So that maybe if you can just have a round of practice, maybe somewhere just to, with your mentor, that will actually give you another extra edge. Amazing. Now let's move on to the R counter. And as the R counter, we have Toastmaster Yogeshwari, who is going to calculate how many times we fumbled or filler words. Over to you, Yogeshwari.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, and let me share my screen to give the report. Okay, hope my screen is visible to all. Great. Very prudently, I have taken note of every sound that's been coming out of all of your mouth. Now, let me produce my report here, starting with our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Rajeshwari Rapata. She is amazing. She has just used I think, she is the second topper in reducing the number of hours and giving the effective speech. Let's give her a round of applause. She hasn't used any or long pause or repetition. Next up, we have our Toastmaster Dr. Suryadeep, obviously taking up multiple roles and having a lot of pressure. Has given him the opportunity to use 6 hours, no or long pause, repetition of in fact, the I mean. Next up, I have myself, Yogeshwari. Right now, I've counted 2 hours in my mouth, out of my mouth. So it's totally 10 hours and is being repeated. as my observation. And then moving on to Toastmaster Pravat, who has used 6 as repetition, I mean, and. Toastmaster Beena Roy, 5 as 1 so, and, all, and, I is being repeated. Toastmaster Chayal Barambe, who has done a wonderful job and also had given the loophole, I cannot say loophole. In fact, it's a kind of a disadvantage of speaking long so that the counter will catch every word from their mouth and make a huge list from their talk. So Toastmaster Chayal Barambe has used 6 as, no long pause, but there are a huge lot of repetition. So, and I really actually thank you right for you. Yeah, that's the end of the list. I want Toastmaster Chayal to have a check on that. Next up, we have our table topic speakers guest Smriti Garg. Let's applaud her. She hasn't used any long pause with 1 repetition, which is and. Toastmaster Shantanu, table topics, 2 as repetition and at the time. Guest Aishwarya, she is a sensational speaker, but still there are areas to improve. She has used 25 as 5 repetition actually, and so on. Toastmaster Navamita Sarkar in both her evaluation, table topics, and other speeches. The total count is 11 as 2 repetitions are right, and but so you have we have. Guest Abhinaya, again sensational speaker that we have in the guest list today. She has used 4 repetition, okay, and guest. Okay, this is not guest Pravat. I think Pravat sir, in your table topics, I have noticed, I was able to observe 2 as and as a repetition. With this, I would like to end my report, and I would like to share that my report, I hope that my report would help you to have a check on all the mistakes that we do unnoticed and correct it in the upcoming meetings. With that, let me hand over the session to our general evaluator. Over to you, Dr. Suridi.
Amazing. Let's give it up for Toastmaster Yogeshwari. This is too good, amazing. The evaluation, particularly the R counter. Here's what I always say whenever I take up the general evaluator role in any meeting. If an R counter has been able to find R's and ums from me, then pretty good job done. So congratulations on that. Okay, horrible joke, I know. Okay, now let's bring up our our English mistress, who is so blessed. I try to use as many flamboyant words as possible. I am going to give myself a treat by bringing up our grammarian of the evening, Toastmaster Beena Roy. The virtual podium is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So I would like to share the screen. Just allow me, yeah. Are you able to see my screen, everybody? Is the screen visible?
Not yet.
Yes, it's visible now.
Yeah. So hello, everyone. I'm going to present the report. And first of all, I would like to tell each and everybody that you all spoke well, very well, and use simple English. That's really wonderful. So now I would like to present the report in front of you all. So we'll start with the good words and quotes. TM Suryadip, every time he used the word brilliant. So even I want to say him that you are brilliant. Evaluation is the breakfast of the champion. The quote he used, it's really great. Dive deep. That's really wonderful. Hypothetical scenario, final call, sensational, acknowledge, technical glitches, extra edge. Suryadip, you are just power packed with all the good words and quotes, I must say. Yogeshwari, you have used consistent practice, preparatory work, crips, conscious, disaster, unique gestures, really wonderful. TM Navamita, your words are really great. And the word which you use, whimsical, I really like that. Calculative, astonished, special, lovable, articulate, clicked, throughout the speech. TM Rajeshwari Rapata ma'am, obligation, compassionate, disability disability is a state of mind. You have used such a great line. Agony Liu, amputated leg, name of the great personalities you have used there. TM Pravat, treat of myself. You are the only one who have used the phrase of the day, like the phrase which I introduced in the beginning, influencing. TM Child, scintillating, the word you have used is really scintillating, dramatic, elevate. TM Satya, upskill, tremendous, we are never perfect. This is something, a great line which we should learn in our life, that we are never perfect. We should keep on moving and practicing every day. Learning is a continuous practice. Yes, I do agree. TM Smriti, come out of the comfort zone, which we really need this in our life. Serve others, great. TM Santanu, guest, you have used the word dream that many of us we have. Okay. Ashwarya, guest, speaking is a talent. Yes, it's a talent. It's a skill which we need to learn. Abhinaya, scenario, you have used the word. That's really wonderful. And the word and the phrase which I introduced in the beginning, Yogeshwari used one time, TM Rajeshwari Rapata one time, Navamita one time, Suryadeep one time, Satya one time, TM Pravat one time. Some corrections which I would like to tell, that the word which you used, could die, means according to that particular time, it should be could have died, means not sure. Okay. Then wonderfully bring, means at that particular time when you were talking, it should be wonderfully brought. I thought, okay, at that particular moment when you were speaking, it should be I think. Some pronunciations which I heard, that is obligation and capable. These two pronunciations were not correct. So just check all this. Rest, everybody did a great job. I would like to congratulate each and everybody, and the words which I wrote down, really it's going to help me. Even I know that it's going to help you all. So incorporate all the words which you have learned today. Along with that, the phrases which many of us used. Thank you so much. Over to TM Suryadeep, our General Evaluator of the day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madam, the grammarian of the day. Okay, so that brings us to the end of so far the tag team roles. Okay, so a couple of pointers that I wanted to share. First, to the R-counter, Toastmaster Yogeshwari, brilliant, absolutely amazing. Another very key element here is, I think, just an add-on again. See, repetitive words are such an amazing element that you have added. What I would have also recommended is that if you can use, like, really share how many times they've repeated the words, that would have really given us more of like an, greater insight. Next, coming to our grammarian, Toastmaster Bina, obviously phenomenally done. Really good, amazing. I love the way you use your PPT and every single thing. If I just have to give you a few pointers to work on, I think as a grammarian, if you can just share from the next time onwards, a few tips maybe on how we can inspire ourselves to use word of the day or literally incorporate the phrase of the day, all those things. So after your presentation, that would have added another layer altogether for sure. So now coming to the overall meeting, the Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Rajeshwari, for the first time she did it, started the meeting on time. Presiding officer, powerful start, but presiding officer forgot the guest introduction. Luckily, he was the general evaluator, so he made up for it. Coming to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Yogeshwari, absolutely phenomenal. I love the theme, the red carpet. You literally kept us hooked. For those of you who went through the agenda, we're not really sure what we were up for. So that's why I think the guests also must have got a lot of insights on how to really reach that Tedx stage. So wait one second. Where am I? Okay. Just one moment. This is a little, okay, yeah. The entire session was interactive. You divided the entire segment into 3 parts, and most importantly, you inspired the audience to answer. So that was super powerful. You did not really impose your answers upon them. I love the story, mentor, practice, and validation, the 3 steps that you mentioned. But I got a list of recommendations for you. The first would be when you are introducing the evaluator, it's always even before you disclose the names, it's always supposed to give you're supposed to give a little introduction, then introduce the evaluator, then follow it up, introduction of the speaker, then bring the name of the speaker, like that. That really creates that build up and the hype. Your Toastmaster of the Day script was a little too elaborated. If you follow the agenda, you will be able to gain a clear idea on how much of a gaps we need to really have. And at the same time, I felt that there were few instances when you were repeating your points. Maybe a little more of preparation will help. Coming to our evaluators and speaker, I've already given you the entire description. Now coming to our table topic speakers. Okay, so I'm going to go one by one, very rapid, very quick. First, Toastmaster Satya, your topic was Kishore Kumar or Arijit Singh. You had phenomenal points. I love the idea of Saraswati, upskill, Ma Durga, courage to prove, and then Lakshmi, end up with name, fame, and money. Brilliant. I love the analogies and the respective examples. One big thing that I would want you to work on, that is your ending was a little abrupt. You could have ended with a question that would have added another flavor altogether. Next was Toastmaster Yogeshwari, your best dressed day. You explained beautifully your disaster turned magic, the 48 hours you walked us through. Phenomenal, bang on start. You mentioned about the story of your dressing and everything. But what I felt area you want to work on, we're talking about a triangle, a nice little story triangle, with the story being your main ingredient, and then supporting it with perspectives and insights. That's an area you want to work on. Another very interesting thing I observed, you love using conjunctions. In the 2 minute and 6 second speech, you used I 13 times and 14 times, that 9 times. So that's something that really was taking my attention away from the topic. You are a phenomenal speaker. That's why I just wanted to highlight that. Next was Toastmaster Rajeshwari ma'am. Classical dance or Ganapati Visarjan. Now you spoke about dance of the soul. You mentioned about perspectives, ideologies with dance, personality, grace, and everything. But again, just to challenge you a little more, every single time you get a this or that, it's always better to take a stand on one particular topic, explain your personal story about it, because we want to know more about how was your experience in terms of your dancing. I would just like to challenge you that on a little bit. Coming to guest Smriti, photographs and story, bang on start, 25th birthday, voice modulation, sensational. You mentioned about the power of Vrindavan and spiritual power. This is great. Smriti, I think you had spoken in our club previously as well, and the growth that you're achieving is sensational. Only recommendation, please join a Toastmasters club. The Toastmaster needs a powerful speaker like you. Next, we had Toastmaster Shantanu, red carpet you dream to walk on. So you started with perspective. You mentioned about your graduation ceremony, you getting a certificate, and wonderfully you ended with a question, throwing it back to the table topic master. I felt that was sensational. Areas to work on. I think it's always not really necessary to start with thank you so much for the topic. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. You can straight away get in with the story, and you began with perspectives, followed it up with a story. I would actually want you to flip the switch so that you can gain more of an audience interaction. Next, coming to guest Aishwarya, of course, you are one of the most flamboyant speakers, not just in this meeting, in this country, in the planet for sure. Brilliant. I love the way you structured your presentation of your first ever speech. Again, I know you're a phenomenal speaker. That's why I'm going to be a little critical here, just to challenge you a little more, is that every single time you're speaking impromptu, it's always important to maintain a structure. For example, you share your story to begin with, follow it up with your insights and perspectives, and maybe a message at the end. If you follow that, I think it's just going to you're just going to grow more and more. Next was Toastmaster Nabamita, most dramatic event. You mentioned about the delivery of your second child, guided us through your journey. And of course, you connected with the message, the importance of drama in our life. But somehow, again, you are an amazing speaker. So I was expecting a bang on start. You started with amazing question. Thank you so much. And then you giggled a little bit, which is amazing. I know you were enjoying the entire topic, but I was actually expecting a little more of a proper framework and structure, like literally giving us more details about the whole dramatization of the event. Nevertheless, I think you did a sensational job. I also love the fact that you ended up with this whole idea that we always need dramatic events in our life to grow. So that was amazing, spot on. Next was guest Abhinaya. I mean, brilliant. Favorite song and why? For 1.5 minutes, you kept us hooked. And we were asking ourselves, come on, please tell me that song. Tell me that song. And you literally kept us on the toes. Brilliant. You have a phenomenal vocabulary bank, wonderful voice modulation. Yeah, your voice is really powerful. If you need to really work on yourself, I think the only recommendation, join our club. We need you. Okay. Next was Toastmaster Pravat. Again, wonderful round of applause between the Jugalbandi of Pravat sir and Satya sir. Really amazing to take that up. An award you always want to win. So you mentioned about the journey as a public speaker, how dreadfully you want to be a good public speaker. And you also gave us the insights of public speaking through your eyes. So that was sensational. The only recommendation is, please don't start with a thank you so much for the topic or on. Just start bang on with your story. And also, you mentioned about the importance of public speaking. What I was waiting for as an audience, again, as an audience, your specific personal journey related to public speaking. That's what we were literally looking for. Finally, we had Toastmaster Bina Roy, the dance you will always remember. So brilliant start. I remember, got the audience hooked, took us to your marriage date. You literally gave us a picturesque description of how your husband will always dance. And I love the perspective that you shared. In order to fit in, I had to learn how to dance. So there was a message. If there are areas you need to work on, first would be eye contact, looking into the camera. You were looking here and there, I felt. And then, of course, the composure. We wanted a little more of voice modulation as you were expressing. And the last thing would be the ending was a little abrupt. I was hoping that you'd throw back a question to the table topic master and all that. That would have just culminated, properly give it a structure. Talk of the angel, our table topic mistress, Toastmasters child. I mean, every single time she takes up this role, she'll excel it. I mean, eyes closed, too good. I mean, I love the fact that she'll interact with every single person, asking, I mean, just this little question itself, it just eases all the tension from every single speaker. I love the topics. I love the way you were also giving the feedback, I mean, your personal insights after a speaker ended. So that obviously gives them more and more confidence to take up more topics. Having said that, a couple of things to work on. Every time you're a table topic speaker, it's always recommended that the first table topic should be given to a Toastmaster who's a non-role player. So ideally someone like a Satya sir, or all the other family members who are here, like they've not really taken up any role. Maybe a Toastmaster Shantanu, that would have literally given the other members a little highlight on how how an impromptu speech is supposed to be attempted. Sorry. Okay. Then you follow it up with guests. There are a lot of guests. So to keep a track of all the guests and then give the opportunity to the guest, because this is a brilliant position for the guests to speak and get to know the club. And one more last thing, that is, when you are sharing the topic, it's always advised to share the topic twice. Speak it up twice so that the listener can really help themselves with understanding and really giving them that entire thing. But of course, Toastmaster Child, you are too good with every single thing that you do. Only one more. Okay, this is again not just a recommendation, it's a personal I would say, I can call it like I'm asking for a gift. That is, we are still waiting for more speeches from you. We still want you more at our club. It's been a long time later that you have connected. Amazing. So I think that more or less brings up the end of my evaluation. I'm so tired. I am literally out of breath. So I'm going to grab some water and I'm going to bring up our presiding officer who's going to end the meeting, who is our very, very dear Vice President Education of Speak Magic Toastmasters Club. Let's give it up for Toastmaster Yogeshwari. The virtual podium is all yours.
Thank you so much. That was a phenomenal and outstanding evaluation. Obviously, we have all learned a lot from you. Toastmaster Suridi, first of all, let me end my role as a TMOD. I'm not going to throw any question in, just keeping the time in mind. Let me explain the final step to be on that red carpet. The final step to be on that red carpet is to approach the organizers. Approach the organizers, keep approaching until you get it. So with that, let me conclude my Toastmasters of the Day role and let me take up the presiding officer role. can we have the polls links being posted so that we can have our polls as I take up guest feedback? So I request all our Toastmasters kindly vote for your best speaker, best evaluator, best role player. Just give me 1 minute.
Okay, apologies. I'm hopping in here because the poll is here right there. So yeah, you can please carry on.
Okay, so yeah, I actually congratulate all our speakers and Toastmasters here, and I would also request you to vote for your best speaker, best evaluator, best role player, best table topic speaker, and best guest table topic speaker as well. So let me take up guest feedback. Guest Aishwarya, are you there? Can we have your feedback about the meeting and your experience you had here today, this evening?
Yes, ma'am. I'm so happy to be here and excited.
Just 1 minute, Aishwarya. Yes, please proceed.
Yes, ma'am. I'm so happy and excited to be here and see you and have a meeting with you and Siri Dixa. So my experience as a child was tremendous because I saw a lot of Toastmaster speakers and I got a lot of information, and I also know from now on about the feedback, how to handle a speech, like Surya said, about the structure and about how much I use and also actually. So these words I keep repeating. So I need to reduce the fillers. So the thing is, when I come here in this meeting, it gives me not only experience, but also the experience of experienced people, which I really think is awesome. So that's what I would like to say. I hope this meeting comes often and so I can attend it, because it's really a great opportunity for me to speak among and be among all great, awesome, amazing, spectacular Toastmaster speakers. Thank you, ma'am, for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you so much. That is amazing, guest Aishwarya. We are hoping to have you again and again in our meetings. Obviously, I cannot ask you to become the Toastmaster, but I'm going to have a track on you. Once you turn 18, we'll have you in our club. Okay, that's amazing. Can we have guest Abhinaya Shrikant to give your feedbacks and takeaways from this evening's meeting? Yes, over to you.
So, hi, good evening, ma'am. And you look pretty beautiful than you were on the day of Tedx. And I was actually loving the way you were just talking and everything. It was like a different phase of yogi, ma'am, that I saw not just on Tedx, but also here. That I literally fall in love with Toastmasters because it's absolutely amazing that, right from the grammarian, it was like I'm just living in a robot, and I literally loved the way the meeting went on.
Thank you so much for your lovely feedback. We really love to have you here, and very soon we wanted to have you as a Toastmaster as well, because our club needs speakers like you. Okay, so let's hear your story as well. Now let me bring up guest Anmol Dubey. Guest Anmol Dubey, can we have your feedback, please?
Yeah, hi Yogeshwari. Yeah, so I mean this meeting I have joined first time. I was not new. I was not new to this term, and I joined that group and got to know that this is a kind of meeting happening, and I joined today. I don't have any such feedback for the meeting, but yes, I really fall in love with this meeting and try to join from now onwards, and I mean it was fabulous.
Thank you so much for your feedback, guest Anmol. We wanted to see you very often in our club meetings, and we wanted to have your speech as well. We would love to host you. Can we have, okay, Vandana ma'am, she's not able to speak today. Can we have a feedback from guest Shantanu Datta? So Shantanu sir is a Toastmaster. So can we have from you, sir?
Thank you very much. It was a super session. Whenever I visit other Toastmaster club, there is a lot of learning. For example, today all the tax rates was exceptional, especially the comprehensive grammarian report is something that I learned. Of course, it's a great opportunity to observe great speakers such as Toastmaster Suryadev, as well as yourself as well. The knowledge on how to reach Tedx was very insightful as well as very inspiring. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Let's give a round of applause to all our guests and our visiting Toastmasters. Now, as I'm doing a multiple roles in here and there, I just thought, why to take up a pressure of typing the names? Rather, why not show the results to our Toastmasters as well as guests like that, raw? Okay, obviously you will be having your certificates from Speak Magic Toastmaster. I'll be personally messaging you. Let me reveal the results. Let me share my screen. Here we have got the best table topic speaker, and I'm going to see the result first. Okay, thank you so much for making me the best table topic speaker. Let me move on to the best table topic guest speaker. Let's congratulate guest Abhinaya for grabbing that certificate for the first time. She is a Toastmaster and she has been the best Toastmaster. I think Abhinaya, you'll not forget Speak Magic Toastmasters Club, which gave you the best speaker, first best table topic speaker certificate. Next up, the best role players. No competition. Toastmaster Beena Roy for her grammarian role. Let's give her a big round of applause. She has won with the maximum odds. Okay, here again, the best primary role, Toastmaster Dr. Suryadeep. Okay, in spite of having 3 primary roles and it's a huge competition, but still he managed to win with the maximum odds. That's his specialty. Let me stop staring. Yeah, let me stop sharing. Okay. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for making this day happen. Without you, this meeting wouldn't have been this great, and all your speeches were phenomenal. Hoping to see you in the upcoming meetings as well. Our guest, please do stay in touch with us. Our VP membership team will contact you so that we can have you in our club. With that, let me adjourn the 161st meeting of Speak Magic Toastmasters Club is adjourned for now. Thank you so much and have a great evening. Bye-bye. If there is anything we can share, like the room will open for 5 minutes.
Stop the.
Yeah, I'll stop that.
Top.
Live.